Hi, my name is James O'Connell. I'm a photographer based in Santa Fe, New Mexico, specializing in historic processes. Today I'm going to be doing a demo on wet plate collodion or tintypes. Tintypes are an 1851 photographic process invented by Frederick Scott Archer. They use a medium of collodion that has been saturated with bromo and iodide salts that then react with silver nitrate to create a unique piece of film. I'm going to be taking the photograph today on this Kodak Eastman camera. This is an 8x10 view camera. View cameras are very simple devices. They're essentially a dark box with a lens on them, which projects the light onto the background glass where I can then focus. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my subject in focus. Vic is kindly going to sit for me today. So I'm going to go under the hood here so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to move to focus with these cameras, you physically move them, the lens from the film plane. So we got Vic there. All right, and I see him in focus. And Vic, can you turn a little bit this way for me? Yeah, and then bring your head towards the lens. So now that I have Vic in focus and I'm pretty much all set with the camera work, I'm going to go pour a plate. Today we use aluminum sheets that have been painted black. In the 1860s they would have used black sheets of iron, or iron that had been Japan black. What makes wet plate collodion unique is that all of the photographic process, the shooting and the developing and the fixing, all has to happen while the plate is still wet. So I'm going to go into the darkroom and walk you through what I'm doing in there. So the wet plate collodion, it's what's called orthochromatic, which means that it only sees the UV spectrum of light. Because of that, I can use a red light to see what I'm doing in here. Right now, I'm pouring the plate. The collodion kind of comes in this almost like hot honey viscosity liquid. And I'm going to pour the plate and cover the entire plate in the collodion. All right, we go corner to corner. To corner. And now I'm just draining it back into the bottle so I get to save as much chemistry as possible. I'm going to drain off the little tip here. And get as much of the collodion back into the bottle as I can. And then I'm going to put it in a bath of silver nitrate to sensitize. Now what's going to happen in there is the silver nitrate is going to go into the collodion and actually react with the salts that have been put in the collodion, and it's going to make silver iodide and silver bromide. And the silver iodide and the silver bromide are what actually react to light, making it possible to make a photograph. All right. It's about drained off. All right, and then we let it sit in the bath for 3 minutes. All right, so the plate has been in the bath for 3 minutes now, and the reaction has occurred. And I can know this because the plate has turned a milky white color. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to clean off the excess silver in the plate to avoid any artifacts. So I take just a paper towel and I start wiping it down on the back side. Okay, the back of my plate is pretty much cleaned off. I'm going to put it in this special film holder. All right. So we have our plate now. It's in its own special film holder, and this allows me to make sure it's not going to get exposed until I want it to be. So I'm going to put this down here and just give Vic just a little bit more instruction, and then we'll be good to go. All right, Vic, I'm just going to get you in focus a little bit more. Right there. And that looks really good. So I'm going to give you a countdown, and then there's going to be a really big flash. So we put the plate holder in, we pull the dark slide, and then it's 3, 2, 1. All right. And now we put the dark slide back into the camera. Pull this out. All right. So I have my photo of Vic, and I'm going to go back into the darkroom and develop it. So we develop it with an iron sulfate developer, which attaches to the exposed silver molecules and reacts with them so that the image appears. The next step after this will be to fix it, where the excess silver will be dissolved from the image, revealing the positive. So we have Vic here as a negative. It's been developed and stopped, but now it's time to fix it. So what's happening here is the fix is dissolving the excess undeveloped silver, and that's going to leave the positive of the plate. Now, if we were doing this on a glass plate, we would get a negative that we could then print from. But because we're doing it on a black sheet of aluminum, we're going to get a positive that's a unique one-of-one image that only exists as this one image. And that's it. That's a tintype. Thank you to everyone who watched the demo today, and thank you to Las Golondrinas for bringing me out here to do the demo. Again, my name is James O'Connell, and I'm a photographer based in Santa Fe. If you're interested in getting your portrait taken by me, you can check the description below to find both my Instagram and email. And if you're interested in learning about this process or any other historical processes, you can check out bosticandsullivan.com, which is a local supplier of photographic chemistry. Thank you again to everyone, and I hope to see you soon.